Hello class 7 children, how are you all? Children, today we are going to study the first chapter of your geography book, and that's name is environment. Okay, so let's go ahead. The word environment. This word environment, this is taken from the French word environner, and meaning of this French word environner is neighborhood. Okay, so it means environment means everything which is available in our surrounding is called environment. It can be place, people, things, nature. So these all the things, nature that surround any living organism is called environment. Okay, and environment is our basic life support system. Never forget this. This is very important concept. Environment is our basic life support system. Do you know why? Because we get many things from environment which are necessary for survival. So what is it? This is air we breathe, water we drink, food we eat. These all the things we get from environment. These are necessary for survival. So environment is our basic life support system. Got it, children? See the diagram. It depicts the components of environment. So environment has three components. First one is natural environment, second is human made environment, third is human environment. So natural environment, the environment which is created by nature, that is natural environment. And natural environment has these components like water, air, land and living things. So this is created by nature, natural environment. Next is human made environment. So that environment which is made by human beings is called human made environment. You can see these things in this picture. For example, buildings, parks, bridges, road, monuments, industries, etc. So these all things are made by human beings. Okay, so this is the part of human made environment. Next is human environment. So human environment, so in this individuals, human beings are there, their family, their community, religion, their education, economic and political situation. So some intangible items are also in this human environment, which we can follow, which we cannot touch. For example, religion, we can follow religion. Okay, we can study, we can follow this educational system. Okay, so this is what this all is the part of human environment. Okay children, I hope you got it. Components of environment, natural environment, human made environment and human environment. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Do you know children, human beings modify environment, and do you know why? Actually, human beings modify environment to fulfill the needs. From morning to evening, from day to night, we use many things. We use cars, many kind of clothes, we use stationery, we use books, and many other things we use. Okay, so these all the things which are we use and which are necessary for us to do our day-to-day work. So these things are made by human beings by modifying the environment, by changing the natural environment. Modify means doing the change. So by changing the natural environment, human beings make many necessary items for the survival. So that is why how do human beings modify environment? To fulfill the needs. Okay, but in this process what happen? Sometimes human beings pollute the environment. So this is not a good thing. Okay, so you understand that place, people, things and nature that surround any living organism is called environment. And you know children, in natural environment there are two components, biotic and abiotic. So in biotic component, so it is the world of living organisms. So plants and animals are the part of biotic element of natural environment. Next is abiotic. In abiotic, those all the non-living elements are the part of this. So in that there can be land, there can be mountain, there can be plateaus, air, sunlight, etc. Okay. So by this way we have studied environment. Natural environment has these two elements, biotic and abiotic. So natural environment means land, water, air, plants and animals comprise the natural environment. And in your previous class also you have studied about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, biosphere, etc. So let's again study about them, because these are the part of natural environment. So lithosphere. Lithosphere, this is what? This is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. Lithosphere, lithos means the land part, the rock part. Okay, so this is lithosphere. This lithosphere is very important for us because we live on it, we build a house on it, we make factories, we make roads, we have vehicles which run on the roads, and everything, each and every human activity which take place on the lithosphere. So lithosphere is very necessary for us. Okay, this is very necessary. And this is a lithosphere is what? This is the upper top layer of the earth. This is lithosphere. In this lithosphere there can be mountains, plateau, plains, valleys, sand dunes, etc. Various kind of landforms can be there, but this is the upper one, top layer of the earth. In any form it can be there. Okay, so this is what? This is lithosphere. Next, this is a hydrosphere. You can see water in this picture. So hydro, the word hydro, this is related to water. So the domain of water referred to as hydrosphere. Okay, so all the water bodies which are available on the earth, these are the part of hydrosphere. These are the part of this domain, hydrosphere. So in hydrosphere, these all things can be there, like lakes, seas, oceans, rivers, ponds, etc. So this is what? Hydrosphere. This hydrosphere is also the part of natural environment, and this lithosphere is also the part of natural environment. Okay, and third one is atmosphere. So what is atmosphere? This is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. This is atmosphere. Okay, and this atmosphere, because of gravitational force of earth, it is close to earth. Actually, gravitational force of earth hold the atmosphere around it. Okay, and this atmosphere protect us from the harmful rays of sun, and a number of gases are available in this environment which are necessary for our survival. For example, oxygen we breathe. Okay, carbon dioxide which is necessary for plants. So this is atmosphere. And you know, in atmosphere all the weatheric and climatic conditions generate which are necessary for survival. Next, when land, water, air, they meet, so then it become biosphere, because life become possible in this narrow zone. In another word, we can say when a lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, these three zones interact with each other, these three zones meet, so they are created biosphere, because the interaction of these three spheres support life. So it become biosphere. In that, living organisms are there. So next we are going to study about ecosystem. Children, ecosystem is essential part of natural environment. Okay, so ecosystem is a system in any area where all living and non-living elements interact with each other, and because of this interaction their survival become possible. Okay, So biotic component of natural environment depend on each other, and biotic depend on abiotic depend on biotic, and there is a transfer of energy and material. So because of all this, their survival become possible. So this system is called ecosystem. See, this cow is depend on grass, then its dung will make the soil fertile, okay, and these animals like lion, they depend on some other animals, and in sea these are fish, they depend on some other animals. So actually they depend on physical and chemical factors of the environment. They interact with each other, they depend on each other, and because of this interdependence, their survival become possible, and a system keep going on which support their survival. So this is called ecosystem. Okay children, so all plants, animal, human beings depend on their immediate surrounding, and often they are also interdependent on each other. And this relation between the living organism as well as the relation between the organisms and their surrounding form an ecosystem. It is a relation of interdependence on each other, on them and on their surroundings, with biotic on biotic, abiotic on biotic, and biotic on abiotic. So actually overall it is an interdependence of all the components of nature on each other, and survival become possible. Okay, so this is what this is, ecosystem. Ecosystem, in different area different kinds of ecosystem can be there. See, these three pictures I have pasted. These are depicting three types of ecosystem. Like one is showing the ecosystem of desert, another ecosystem of sea, another ecosystem of forest region. Okay, so rainforest, grassland, desert, mountain, lake, river, ocean, small pond, even in your garden may have its own ecosystem. Okay, so this is children ecosystem. I hope you got it. So this is all about the natural environment. Let's have a quick revision and let's go back. Let's see what we have done in this part of the chapter. So this is environment. We have done meaning of environment. Actually the word environment is taken from the French word environner, and environner means neighborhood. So it means everything available in our surrounding is called environment. People, place, things, nature surround any living organism is called environment. So environment is our basic life support system, because all the things, whether it is air, water, food, we get these all the things from environment. So that is why it is called our basic life support system. Next, we have seen components of environment. So three components: natural environment, human made environment, and human environment. And about natural environment we had done discussion. Human beings modify environment. Why do they modify? To satisfy their needs. So environment means natural environment. Natural environment has these two kinds of elements, biotic and abiotic. Biotic are living animals and plants, and abiotic non-living. Okay, these are created by nature, for example water, air, sunlight, etc. So natural environment we have studied well. So in natural environment there are some major domains. One is lithosphere, the land part, domain of water, which is hydrosphere, domain of air, which is called atmosphere. And next, when these three interact, these three meet, these three spheres, then it become biosphere, make life possible. And ecosystem. So ecosystem, just we have done. Ecosystem is a system of interaction and energy of transfer and material between all living and non-living organism. Okay, and make life possible. So this is ecosystem. So this all we have studied in this part of this chapter, environment. In further videos we will study about human made environment and human environment. Okay children, so till the time, bye bye all.